Creating safety in the bedroom with a woman is so important. And I see so many people, they throw this word around like create safety inside and outside the bedroom with your partner, but it's like, how do you actually do this? And how do you as the man come across as this like warrior king, like a man who's really like just shows up and can create this container for this woman where she just feels so goddamn safe and appreciated. And we're going to be breaking down the 3 pillars that I believe every man needs to integrate so then he can create that safety with the woman so she will open up, and then you will be that charismatic, strong, powerful leader in her life where she wants to follow.
And also what is really important in regards to all 3 of those pillars, as Andrew already said, it is important to come from a grounded place. Like it is like you as the man are grounded in yourself and within yourself, and so you allow her to actually also open up and to feel safe around you and to feel and see you as the man of character that you are.
Couldn't have said it better myself. So the 3 pillars are this: soft, silly, and savage. So when you as a man really, like the SQL triangle like that, when you really integrate all of this, that safety will be in the middle, and it will create a depth of connection with a woman you have never felt before, because she can feel your soft, silly, and savage, and then you can allow her to express her soft, silly, and savage inside and outside the bedroom. And the thing is, I heard this, the best way to create so much safety in a relationship is they get to see all of you. And I see this as one of the most powerful tools, and in the foreplay as well, so then you can actually connect with her in so deeply when you're not even penetrating her but just connecting sexually with her.
Exactly, and the most authentic that you are, and when you are showing up in those 3 pillars, you are showing up in a very, very authentic way, because it might feel a little bit edgy or vulnerable in certain degrees or certain parts of it. And the more authentic you are showing up as the man and basically stepping into that role of the leader and guidance in regards to that, the more you are allowing her to also step into her most authentic self. And the more authentic and transparent you can be with each other, the more depth you are creating in the connection, the more intimacy you are creating in the connection, and therefore the turn on will be even bigger.
Yeah, and you can see her in all of this. And when we talk about this foreplay product, we're like, here, talk about like, hey, this is more of a soft thing in the bedroom. This is more of a savage thing. This is more of a silly. I'm like, oh, that's a combination of all 3. Or this is like more soft and silly, or savage and soft, whatever it may be. It's just like we interchange these, and it's like, how can you just dance between all of these and be comfortable expressing every single one of these pillars more and more? And the more that you do this inside and outside the bedroom, it's more that you get to know the person at the core. And the deepest way of safety is understanding the person who they are at the peak of all these, like the peaks and the troughs, or I should say the peaks and the valleys, the highs and the lows. And when you can understand that, like, okay, cool, the savagery, like it's just absolutely insane. Is there anything more you want to say?
Yeah, and also when you can shift between those 3, and when you are able to not only hold yourself in all those 3, but also hold her in her experience in all those 3.
And encourage her to open up about those soft, silly, savage. And then like we all have these inside of us. For me, I feel like a lot more comfortable with my savage and my silliness, and I'm not as comfortable in my softness, and I've had to like really work on that over time. And even in the bedroom when I'm doing foreplay, it's like I'd rather go savage foreplay and silly foreplay opposed to doing that soft foreplay, because me, I find it sometimes a little bit boring. But then I know with Isabel, she'll really enjoy like some soft foreplay more. Like, what is it for you?
Yeah, for me, I do enjoy the soft because I like embody it way more, which is also probably easier for a feminine to, or like for a woman, and especially when she's really embodied with her feminine, to step into the softness way easier. For me, it is sometimes a little bit more tricky to actually step into the silliness, because like how I grew up is just like a little bit more like you are the serious one, you are the one who always has everything together, and kind of that frame. So it is sometimes a little bit more difficult for me to step actually in the silliness. What I also do like is the savage, because it's just like, yeah, the primal energy, and yeah, I do love to just play with that.
So it's the soft, the silly, the savage. So let's break down the soft. What is the softness?
Well, the softness is like for you to show up like as like a vulnerable and also like as a gentle man, basically to incorporate like gentle touch, to express emotions, to be open to receive like emotional feedback and such, and like to really tap into like this soft feeling of like holding her and like
Slowing down.
slowing down, yeah, exactly, and like be really in that kind of state.
It's like really just how gentle can you be? Like even the tonality, like just like touching her, caressing her, and you'll see a lot of the videos throughout the course and just like breaking that down and there's nowhere to be, there's nothing to do. And the thing is, they're all love. Like this is what's crazy. Everyone thinks like, oh no, just like the softness is love. Like no, the silliness and the savagery is love as well. It's just like the natural expression of who you are.
The softness is more like a nurturing and like more caring kind of vibe maybe, but at the same time also silly and savage can be really caring and nurturing just from a different angle. So that's also why I kind of like didn't say, oh, the softness is a more loving part, because all three of them are loving just in their very own way.
Yeah, 100%. It's more about the physical actions for the foreplay. It's more about the gentle caresses and the touches and really slowing everything down and building that tension like that. And it's more very like...
The massages and stuff
yeah,
like that.
it's like lovey-dovey-ish,
Yeah.
so you can say. Like that's a way we can put for the foreplay for this. Now, for the soft, the silly is such a great one for men to get out of their heads. And as Isabel said, it's like sometimes like her conditioning, like I can't be silly. Like when it gets to the bedroom, we're so conditioned. Don't be silly in the bedroom. Don't have fun. Like this is where you can be playful. You can be messy. You can bring out that childlike innocence. It's like you're not taking yourself so seriously and you're just being giddy in the bedroom with your partner. And when you do that, you get out of your mind and more into your body, and it allows you to be more freely expressed.
Yeah, 100%. And also it feels like kind of liberating to be just in that kind of state. And like for me, when I'm able to step into it, it feels so much more expansive for me to explore. And because I'm usually not necessarily in that kind of space, but if I am in that, then it is really, really like something that feels expansive, that feels like fun, that feels like, yeah, joyful and just like, as you said, like giddy and like,
Yeah.
it's all of that. It's just fun.
Because sexuality is such a fun, playful energy. Like sexuality is life force energy, and
Yeah.
like if we shut this down, then we're shutting down essentially who we are. And like I see a lot of men, and this may be you, shutting down your own sexuality. You think you have to be so serious in the bedroom. This is where I'm giving you permission to be playful and have fun.
And also for me, for example, when I'm tapping more and more into the silliness, because I'm getting more and more loose in my body, that allows me as well to feel more pleasure because I'm not tense in any kind of way.
Yeah, and then when you allow yourself to be more silly, you can allow her to be silly, and it's that discernment of like, oh cool, let's be silly in the bedroom tonight. You're not always doing one or the other, but then you can really jump between the ones that you need to.
And giggling or like laughing or just like having
a joke.
Yeah, exactly. That can be really, really
Having a joke in the bedroom, like we'll joke, I'm like, oh my God, you taste so good. Yummy. Can't wait to get down on that again, you know? I'll have that fun, playful energy in that. It builds that excitement. And when I'm there, I'm not tense. And when you, like, so if you are in the bedroom and you are feeling like you are tense, you'll see so many videos of us like really encouraging that explorative, like, and it gets you out of this rigidity as well with the playfulness. Like everything has to be in the box. No, let's like break the mold, break the box, and just like go, you know what? There is no box. There is no spoon. Matrix quote. So cool. Let's jump in. Anything else for the silly?
No.
Savagery. What is the savagery to you?
Well, that's more like of this warrior energy, and us women, we do have that as well. Like we have like this warrior queen energy inside of us, and to feel that around a man like who is also in his savage and more into this warrior kind of like I can destroy you if I want to, but I'm not actually doing it kind of vibe, that feels like really, really animalistic, primal, and like a little bit more like intense in a way. But at the same time, it makes me feel really protected and like really safe. And even though I know like he could crush me, I know for sure he will not.
it's that ravishing part of you, and allowing that like caveman that has been maybe dormant for such a long time to come to the surface. Like, like primal, as Isabel said, that animalistic. And when that really does come to the surface and you allow yourself to go there, you can allow your partner to go there, the liberation that does come from that, it's just so fucking powerful. It really is. And when you do this with the foreplay, it's like you're biting her, you're sniffing her, we're talking about that, you're grabbing her, you're pulling her, you're choking her, like all these physical actions of this. And then you can see how turned on she gets in the dominant tonality, like the like more savage tonality. And then like you can see how much a woman can submit and surrender. And then dominance is for all of them as well. It's not just savagery. Like everyone thinks like dominance is like completely savagery, but it's not. It's like across the board. Dominance actually love and leadership. Like it's like leadership and then love, should I say. And then what I want to say for the all of this, you can do this from like a little boy, like teen, like energy. And when I say like teenager, it's like just like the teenager is all about like me, and it's not about like we. The king is about we and everyone. So in the triangle of all three of these, it's the safety, but it's the king. And when you come from this king place, it's like, how can I truly serve the woman who I'm with? And you are truly serving her when you are tapping to all these energies and integrating them yourself. And then when you do this, what you're doing is you're allowing yourself to like give this woman this gift of her softness, her silliness, and her savagery, so then she can like really be fully expressed in all of these. And this is the deepest fucking form of her like expression, and it is all love. And especially when it's coming from a strong kingly place and not from a little teen energy where it's like, oh, just about me, and just like, because for example, just a short example would be like for the teenager, for this the soft, it's like you're just like doing it for an outcome, or you're not really like taking your time, you're just rushing so then you can get something for yourself. Or for like the playful, it's like kind of like this kiddie kind of energy where it's like a teen kind of, where it's just like so
childish,
like a childish, like, and like it's a distinction between like the childish energy where you're bringing into the bedroom, where it's like that playful energy where you're being an actual child and like kind of disrespecting her, I post. And then also the savagery, it's like you're just like all in it for yourself and you don't care about her. Like that's actually domineering. So there's like all these little distinctions, but overall it's more like, how can you show up as a fucking king in your soft, your silly, your savage? And then you'll see it so broken down in detail throughout this whole video course. And then you can start having this epiphany. Oh, that's the soft. Oh, that's the silly. Oh, that's the savage. And this will really help you to connect with so much more deeply with your partner, with the foreplay exercises you'll be doing.